Hey, my name's Ryan. This YouTube channel is really just for me. So if nobody ever watches this, I'm okay with that. It's just for fun. I play guitar. I like to play guitar. I like to talk about guitars and guitar stuff. And so that's really why I'm doing this. I don't really know where I'm gonna go with this channel, but with the first episode, I'm just gonna kind of talk about some of my stuff and kind of where I'm coming from, guitar playing, musically speaking. The top two bands for me really are Metallica and Parkway Drive. That being said, I still love the Eagles, Bullet for My Valentine, Brad Paisley, um, and I really love the way a lot of those guys in those bands play guitar. Big fans of all of them. But the top two again, Metallica and Parkway Drive. I don't learn a lot of Parkway Drive songs because I'm too lazy to change all my string tuning. I only have the one electric guitar, and so one day I'll fix that so I can have one in standard and then one for these each different tunings that I would like to play other songs of. But real quick, this Schecter I've had since 2009. It's 2005. It's a Damien 6. It's the Diamond series. I think the equivalent of this guitar is like $550, something like that. This was $400 in 2009. It's got EMG passive pickups. You can see it's got some rub and wear. I've never gigged it. I've been pretty easy on this guitar. I'm pretty much exclusively hobby playing. Every now and then in the garage with some friends. The only things I've really ever done to it, I added these Ernie Ball locking straps, or strap locks, I mean. They shake though and they buzz, which is really annoying, but it doesn't usually transfer through the amp, so it's really not that big a deal to me. I've had to do some work just adjusting the bridge height to change action, get rid of some fret buzz. At one point, I was getting fret buzz around the seventh and eighth, or sorry, the seventh to the ninth fret, somewhere in there on my low E. And then my high E, I was getting it around 14th fret. So I've had to make some adjustments and kind of had to readjust how I play after changing some of that action. But this has been a great guitar. It's always stayed in tune really well. Never had to mess with the truss rod. The one booger has been this jack. So this threaded washer on the outside will get loose, and then when you twist it back on, the whole jack spins in there, which twists up all that wiring, and eventually you get enough tension that the wiring rips off the prongs for that jack. So really simple fix: pull the jack out, untangle the wiring, resolder, put it back in. That being said, I've had to do that 3 or 4 times in the time that I've had it. So the wood where these screws go to hold that jack plate gets burrowed out. So I've had to refill, and it's really as simple as getting like toothpicks with a little bit of wood glue on the toothpick, shoving it in that hole, letting it dry, putting it back together like nothing ever happened. But this guitar has made me a Schecter fan. It's been really, really great, even for like a low to moderate level guitar, in my opinion. So been really, really happy with it. This acoustic I haven't had as long. I only had it 6, 7 years, so around 2018ish. That I got this one. It's a Martin X series that I've been really, really happy with. I originally wanted a Taylor because they were really bright, and that's the acoustic playing that I really wanted to do. This is a little duller compared to the Taylors that I was playing and looking at, but I love this guitar. I would buy it 10 times over. I love the aesthetic, obviously, like the black, but the neck stain that they did on this is just stunning, and I love looking at that. So it plays great, it looks great. I've been a huge fan of this Martin. Again, I would buy it 10 times over, and I'm glad, frankly, that I ended up with this instead of the Taylors that I was looking at. But one of the main drivers of looking at this versus the Taylors is that this was considerably less expensive for the Taylors that I liked. So I felt like this was a decent, moderate ranged acoustic guitar for me to start using. And I've also been really, really easy on it. Been a huge fan of it. Um, I did break down though and get the Taylor strap. I love this green on black aesthetic. The strap's been really, really comfortable. Really enjoyed having that as well. These guitar wall hangers. It's just some I think, random company off that I got them off Amazon. It's called Omniwood. I really like them. I've only had these up for 2 or 3 weeks. I made sure to put them in studs. You can hang them in the drywall, assuming you've done that and you know how to do it correctly. But I made sure to put them in studs just for my own comfort and peace of mind. I've hung both of these guitars in hangers that were in drywall with those anchors, but I prefer to have them in the studs. Um, Personal preference, just to make me feel more comfortable and yeah, just I'd rather have it in a stud. I don't want to hang up a guitar anymore and not put it in a stud if I can avoid it. So that's really kind of the quick rundown. I mean, obviously I've got an amp. Y'all can see that um, music stand behind me. I'm working on learning a new song for me. But if you're still here, thanks for watching. If you're still here and you're bored, you could have clicked away anytime. So it's kind of on you, man.